Hi guys, it's Mike at Mike's Auto Care. So today we've got this Ford Focus Eco. It's new to the owner. They came to us 3 to 4 weeks ago after purchasing the vehicle, and basically they wanted us to do a full decontamination inside and a complete detail on the outside, obviously for any imperfections to be removed, and also to protect it for the future, and obviously give it a better look as well. So my advice when they came 3 or 4 weeks ago, we tested it, and the garage they purchased it from had already applied a wax to it. So my advice was, let's wait till the wax has done its job and worn off, so you no longer have any protection, and then we'll proceed with the detail. That was 3 weeks ago. If I get a cup of water, and if you look at the bonnet area, so a good way to know, when you put the water on, can you see how the water's sheeting on the vehicle? When the water sheets like that, there is no protection. There's nothing on this vehicle stopping the dirt or stopping any contaminants from attaching itself to the lacquer. We're going to crack on with the detail. We'll do a video a little bit further down the line through the process, but for now it's a full wash, full decontamination, and we'll get it inside the studio and we'll start detailing. We've decontaminated the outside of the vehicle. We've now got it in the studio, obviously got it up on the ramps. The first thing we're going to do is we work inside out, because it's a full detail, inside and interior and exterior. So we'll work on the interior first. Once that's complete, then we'll start working on the outside of the car. I'll just take you around now. So if we come to this side of the vehicle, just by having it on the ramps, you can see then it's a lot easier for us to work. We can get in, we can go underneath all the areas we need to get to. We're not having to bend right down. It just means we can do a better job maintaining the quality all the time. So we're at the stage where we're now cleaning the inside of the vehicle. What we do is we start with the headliner. That's the weakest part of the interior, so if you are going to hoover it or brush, just be gentle because you can pull it down. So that's been done. Then we worked on the hard surfaces, decontaminated them first. They've all had a dressing, as you can see it's non-sticky. It's restored it back to how it would have been when it was new. Then we moved on to the seats. Seats have been hoovered down, then down to the floor. That's been hoovered, pedals have been done. Then we move on to the door jambs. All down there's been clean. All down here's been clean. All around the door runners, all the way around. So basically we've worked our way back out of the vehicle. Moving back onto the outside, we've washed it. We've used iron fallout remover, but we can still feel there is contamination in the paintwork. So it is going to be clay barred before we do anything else. So while I'm clay barring, we're going to move on to the other job, which is the wheels. James is going to take these outside, so basically we've given them a clean as best we can, but as you can see the spokes are close together. You're not going to get a proper job done with the wheels on, so the easiest, quickest way is just to take the wheels off, take them outside, and give them a good clean outside. Okay, so James has put the wheels back on the vehicle, he's polished them, he's going to wax them at the final at the end of the process. The car's been clay barred, I've got your gloves on so they're going to be gentle, but when you feel the paintwork now it's lovely and smooth, there's no contamination, everything you can remove. If you bring the camera in a bit closer, you can probably see what we call love marks. That's the swirls where the vehicle's been washed and the dirt's still been on the vehicle, and people go round and round and round and round back over it, and you're just rubbing the dirt into the paint and putting those little scratches in. So the next job we'll be doing on it will be compounding. We're going to compound all around the car. We'll get rid of all these small like swirls and scratches, and then we'll start polishing and then building up the protective layers. As we said, we compounded. If you remember where the swirls and the scratches were, that's now all been compounded. We cut away the scratches. They're only very light, so we didn't have to go in very heavy. We've now polished on top. We've added a hydrophobic sealant to the car. So now, as you can see, she's looking absolutely beautiful. When the customer came, it was a little bit hydrophobic. Told them to wait 3 or 4 weeks for it to wear off, whatever the garage divorce had applied to the car. That wore off, and as you saw at the start of the video, the water was sheeting. So now when we come to put some water on the car, look at that. It virtually dries itself. It is so hydrophobic, and that's all over the vehicle. That's what you're looking for. You don't want the water to sheet, you want it to bead and run off the car, exactly like that. So now she's fully protected, That's going to last anywhere between, we say 12 months, but we say between 3 to 6 months protection. But a good way to check is just by doing the water test, and you'll know once that wears off and you get sheeting again, then obviously you'll need to reapply either the coating that we used, or if you want to wax the car, just something just so you protect that lacquer, stop it getting any damage, and stop anything getting ingrained, any contamination ingrained into the lacquer. So there you have it, that's the fully detailed Ford Focus Eco with complete hydrophobic protection. I'm going to go and collect the customer, and I'm sure they'll be very happy.